Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, sir.
Thanks a lot, Anam, for coming here. And this is the third time, if I'm not mistaken, you are here with us. So, may I ask you, like, how are you feeling this time, which is the third time at SpeakUp Arena?
Feeling much better than my last two conversation.
So, why don't we start right from our topic for today, which is the women's suicide in India. And I really want to know how you came across this topic and why you just decided to go through this article and scroll the pages related to the same.
I was reading about Indian society. So after turning few pages, I came at this point where it was mentioned about women's suicide in India. So I found it a bit interesting. Maybe being a woman, I found it interesting. So I just decided to further study it.
Cool. And once you started the study, what was the most important thing or the crux of this entire article which you were able to find out?
After reading about this topic, women's suicide, I didn't find complete information from that book. So I went through various sites, and I also read in a newspaper like the Hindu, the Indian Express. I read some articles, editorials. So I came to know that in women's suicide it is higher in India, but in women's suicide there are a housewife in India whose percentage is higher than 50%, more than 50% according to NCRB, that is National Crime Report Bureau. So in 2021, almost 51, more than 51% housewife committed the suicide. So I decided like what is the reason behind this higher rate of suicide, housewife suicide. So there are I would like to discuss some point. So there is a less mobility. If we come at this point, less mobility. So women have less mobility, or like they cannot travel alone, especially in rural area. And second thing is women. We are living in a patriarchal society where women are not independently take their decisions.
Right.
For not
Not
even
allowed
a
to take
financially,
decisions
like
independently.
they don't have a financial autonomy.
Okay.
And the third thing is domestic violence. Like women tolerate physically, sexually, emotionally like violence. So they cannot seek help from outside. The reason they are afraid. Do they are able to get help from outside, because our society is like keep tolerate, keep suffer. So all these points made a woman to feel putting that woman in the feeling of isolation and helplessness.
Right.
So this make a woman or especially housewife to commit suicide.
And are there any regions, specific regions in India?
Yes, if I talk about state, so Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Telangana are the state which has the highest housewife suicide, or you can say women's suicide in India.
And what about the conclusion? Like after reading all these things, had you arrived at any conclusion?
Sir, I'm still studying a bit more because I haven't arrived at any conclusion, and I would like to conclude this topic, inshallah, in my next session.
Inshallah, in that case, we'll be waiting eagerly to have you once again in our next session and to know more about the conclusion related to this topic named Women's Suicide Rate in India.
Inshallah, sir, sure.
Adam, thanks again for coming to Speak Up Arena and hope to see you soon.
Inshallah, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.